What is happening? I don't even see myself on YouTube, which is actually funny. It says we're live. Oh, yep, you do see me. Alrighty. Okay, so I've been backtesting by myself. I was like, let me go live. Testing out an EMA strategy. Right now we're testing 10 o'clock. They stopped letting me stream on Streamlabs and OBS on TikTok, so the phone is here for YouTube, as y'all can see, because the phone is showing TikTok. So let's go to next New York session. I have my New York session set to 10 o'clock right now. I'm testing 10 o'clock. I really have been liking the EMA, honest to God, since I've been back testing it. It's been looking real nice. Okay. This is 942. There is a fair value gap here on both. It's tiny on NQ, and then on ES it's here. So we do want to wait for a reaction of a fair value gap if there's one in the middle of an entry point. That's how I feel about it. Okay. NQ is not pushing above this fair value gap, but ES is. There, I think we could enter off of that on both of these. So for ES to make $200 with 2 micros, you need 80 ticks. Now I want to 2 every time now. That's insane. And then for NQ, it is 200, but I like to do 300 on NQ when the volume is good. Stop loss 150, argue with your mother. And let's see how it goes. I've been backtesting this and I've been really liking it. And then you can take 2 trades a day. So first of all, already off this inversion, we're out of this trade. So our stop loss, I would close this. Now we can just let it ride for this purposes. But I wouldn't like to see that inversion play out. But this is like a choppy day. We're out of this trade. We're out of this trade for a loss. Because I'm not, I mean, it's only noon. Not even. All right, it's 11:30. I'm being impatient. Hold on. But yeah, it's a choppy day. So maybe you would just sell in profit on a day like this. Like that's already what? Lunch. So just sell and profit. And that's the one thing about futures over options. Options, this would just been negative. Like even if it went in the green for you, you would have just lost money, which is what I don't like about options. Versus at futures, you could have just boom gotten here. So ES, you weren't even in profit at all. So basically, what my problem has been is risk management. So with ES and NQ, they both move really well today. EMA allows you to take advantage of that 930 volume. That's why I'm starting to really like trading the EMA. I obviously love a fair value gap for certain reasons. Like this is a 5-minute fair value gap tap if you go on a higher time frame. And I won 2 trades today. I mean, I lost 1 trade, won 1 trade because I was doing a scalp because I was doing ES, not MES. So my stop loss had to be really tight to not over leverage. And I got stopped out and then got back in on the same trade. And then it played out nicely. So I think I want to go up and do the same thing I was doing on the 30-second. Like I was just doing the EMA like this on the 30-second, doing it on the 3-minute like this, and then I can catch the 80 ticks I need to get $200 a day on ES or on NQ, you know, the 300, 400, whatever. So I'm thinking about which one is better. That's why I'm back testing right now. And obviously you have days like this where, you know, I mean, ES still did go in profit a little bit as well. Let's see what's the better money, I guess, per se. It's probably the exact same. So for this one, it's 28 ticks in profit, which is like, I don't know. So, and this one is 85, which is almost half. It's like you probably made the same. It's like a quarter each. Oh, you got a quarter of your profit each on this. So it's the same this day. It's just the fucking same. So you can trade this at 932 as well, which I like about it. My computer is a little slow. I need a new one. I need a PC bed. I'm gonna get a gaming laptop. I'm not gonna get a PC because I'm always on the move. So on this one, ES looks way better. So 9:30, boom. You could have gotten in here, or you could have wait. I prefer to wait if there's a fair value gap in the middle. Sometimes I don't. Here's the thing. If it's a fair value gap in the middle and it's a lot of space between the EMA. If it's like a nice long candle, but the candle started above the EMA, I will get in next to it. But something like this, I kind of want to wait unless, you know, this is not that many ticks. This is like what? 20. That's half your stop loss though. So you could either just wait for the retest, or you know, you could get in and just, you know, risk the risk. Let's see. I'm really starting to like this. Obviously, I don't think me and fair value gaps are ever gonna break up. That's one thing ICT just smashed with. However, I'm really fucking with the EMA. And this is the 9 EMA. However, look at NQ. This is why I prefer ES over NQ sometimes, because like this is probably stopping you out. Like most likely 150. Even if you do 200, which is why I left NQ in the dust. 200, you're still stopped out. 200 ticks is insane. Then you're still stopped out. NQ just be doing what it needs. It just be going crazy. But we even got another entry here, and it's probably about to stop you out again on NQ. Versus ES, is it going to hit RTP, or is it going to stop? I'm going to lose both. Okay, so with ES, TP hit. NQ, you're lost. You lost twice. So that's why I'm like, I did switch my chart back to NQ, but I need to go on back to ES, because ES was looking real nice today as well. And it just happens a little slow. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, even if it pulls up on you, it's not going to stop you out and go your way. Like, NQ, you got to be real. What up, Tay? You got to be real, whatever. And then with this strategy with 1 to 2, I can take 2 trades a day. Like today, even when I lose one, because I got stopped out and it goes my way, I'm still profitable. And or like say you lost this one with NQ, I still don't think you got your ticks, but you might have. I think it might just be short of it. So yeah, so you can get right back in on this strategy on the if you try the EMA, you can get right back in, and then you'll have a profitable day, but you won't be, you know, you'll have half your gains that you wanted, but you still could get right back in. Same with like on the other side. You could, if say this was your first trade, obviously if I take a win, I'm not trading again, but this strategy, I probably could learn how to take multiple trades in a day, because boom, we crossed, you take what you need, and then we cross again. The strategy is, I like to get in when there's space between the second candle. I don't like to get in when the body opens but the wick is touching the EMA. I don't like that. This is showing a range. I did see this guy on YouTube talk about the ADX, which shows when you're ranging and when you're not. I don't really like MACD, RSI indicators like that, but however, it looked like very flat when we were ranging, and then obviously up when we're going really up or really down, which can help you, especially on NQ, because you need to know NQ is going to range, because NQ can range 500 ticks in the range, and then you're just squabbled. But then see here, you got it again, and then you got it again. Whatever, you know, whatever it is. So that's what I like about that. And then with ES, obviously, you just got it on the first try. So let's do it again. This one I have set to 10 o'clock, but I'm gonna trade it tomorrow at 9:30. Cause even today at 9:30, you're going, it went crazy. However, if you waited for, you know, the macro, you still got a nice entry. But there's some days where the macro starts trading sideways, and then you're like, dang, I could have got 9:30. But then there's days when 9:30 trades sideways, and then you're just like, what the fuck? So, and this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so I wouldn't enter off this. Even though this candle opened with this space, like you can kind of tell when it's about to chop. It looks a little better on NQ. You might have entered on a buy on this, and it would have sucked. And sometimes it doesn't matter because it'll come down less in your stop loss. But yeah, you would have got stopped out. It came like 10 ticks past your stop loss. If you had like a 60 tick stop loss, you would have been fine on ES. But we don't. We have 40. So there's a good space here to enter. In this strategy, I don't even really look to the left. You should, but I don't. And then let's just see what you get. Let's see what you get. And what I like about trading this early in the market, even if I lose, I'm off the charts very fast. Like, I got into trading for time freedom. I used to work 12-hour days in film. I'm not been to sit on the chart all day. And it's just not. Maybe one day I will. Maybe that's why I feel like I do feel my patience catching up to me, my lack of patience catching up to me in my trading journey. But for a while, it really wasn't. I just got on at a time I knew I could get into trade really fast. I don't know if I like this entry on the ES because of the wick touching that EMA. But again, this is why we backtest. See, I didn't like that. When you trust your gut. So NQ, it would have failed. ES, we wouldn't have got. It's too close. The wick is too close to the EMA. We're still not getting in. We're still not getting in. Still too close. When the next candle prints, I think you can get in on the short on ES on that one. This would be more like something I would get into. Let's see. Still could be a loss though. Could just be about to range and we just are not seeing it yet. But London lows are way down here, so. And then we could lose again. Boom. See? ES just a little. I mean, NQ is a little cleaner though. As far as like. No, NQ kind of got us on this buy right here. There was a little candle here too on ES. Either way though, you could have took the loss and then got right back in for the win, and then you had a profitable day because again, you're using a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio. So that's the good thing about an EMA strategy. Now I'm like, because the thing about my scalping is like I need to know where I can get in and have my stop loss sustained. That's the one thing about ICT I always said I didn't like. My stop loss can never be the same. It depends on where the market structure shift is, where the CISD is. Your stop loss should always be the high before, and I just don't. Sometimes my losses are bigger than my wins. Some days they're smaller, and I didn't like. I want something I could set and easily just scale up by adding more contracts. So that's why I'm liking this EMA strategy, and it's pretty much working. I just have to decide if I want to trade on NQ or ES or not. I'm feeling like it still should be ES. But I know the NQ, I can get like 400 ticks, 300 and plus. Like, I can get way more than the 200 more consistently versus this 80 ticks on ES. I feel like 80 is like the max I can reach. If I go for 90 or 100, I feel like I'm going to start getting greedy. That's what I feel like. So that's kind of where I'm at. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. But yeah, they took away my streaming on Streamlabs and OBS. Okay, so let's look at 9:30. 9:30, if you got in here, you would have got clapped. Clapped immediately. Yeah, that would have sucked. And just at 40 ticks. And then it came back, and then you would have got, you wanted to get in here. But if you got clapped and then you got in here again, you still have a winning day. Now, sometimes that's why I don't like at 10 o'clock because it's like we have all this space, but it can easily start reversing and then the space be closed. You know what I'm saying? There, we did sweep this liquidity here. There's a little OB here, so like, is this gonna be a 10 a.m. reversal? That's why I rather get in early at like 9:35, 9:40, at least, because then you can catch some of this before. Let's see if we reverse. We might not though. We might just keep going higher. Okay, we did keep going higher, but we did come down and touch it. There's a guy who also only enters on the retest, so you can do that as well. Like you only enter when we go up, we come back, go up, come back, and then you get in. You could do that as well. Y'all know me. My lack of patience had me stop waiting for pullbacks. I used to trade that, only enter off like for Vegas and stuff. And now I'm like, I don't even give a fuck. Just have my stop loss big enough for the pullback. So where was 10 o'clock? Ooh. Ooh, that 40 ticks would have been hit. Yeah, that would have been hit. So I should have waited. Maybe, was there an order block right here? I mean, or you just, you know what? Like I said, you just take the loss. Because I know myself. I'm impatient. I'll enter quick. You know what? Yeah, you just take the loss and then you get back in again. Actually, I should just duplicated this one. Yeah, you just, where are we getting at? Oof, I don't even know. Because this candle is still pretty close to the EMA. But and this is really overbought. And then let's see if you did it on NQ, what it would be. 300. We'll leave it at 156, whatever. Let's see what it would be. All right, NQ, you're already out. ES, you're still in, but you're about to be. Yes, you're out. See, that's the thing about trading at 10 sometimes. It could be that 10 AM reversal versus, you know, you get in here and it plays out for you beautifully. Or if you were patient enough to wait for the pullback, you were good too. If not, then you just lost. You're gonna lose some, you're gonna win some. You know, that's just the name of the game. That's literally just the name of the game. And then in Q, you lost, and then if you got in your cells here after the loss, I think it would have played out for you. Yeah. If you waited for the reversal. And at 9:30, if you got in, put out for you, not 9:30, 9:40. So yeah, it's really just like the space from the EMA. That's the candle you enter off of. So this one, not this one, this one, not this one, this one. You had lost this trade, but you went away for that little bit of space. You could enter actually on NQ at, that's a little close, but the close and open of this big one. And then on the downside, the space, this one here. I like that space. Or if you want to wait for more space, maybe you waited for here. You almost got stopped out, but not quite. And then, you know. Or if you want to add a little ICT in there, there is a fair value gap up here. So then you can wait for the candle close out of that. And I'd be trading NASDAQ. I gotta make 400 between tonight and tomorrow. And you trade the NASDAQ. $400 or 400 ticks? $400, that's doable. That's very doable. I don't trade the night session though. I don't trade Asian, so do with that what you will. Do with that what you will. What does NQ even look like right now? I mean, one regular NQ contract, like a big one, and take it to these equal highs can probably make you $400 if you got it right now. 81 ticks, yeah. But I don't trade this session. I trade New York, and honestly, like the first hour. Anything after that, you lost me. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. One of the big contracts. When the big contracts go, they move so fast that you want $400, it'll come, but you might lose that $400 just as fast. But if you trade in a micro, you're gonna need like 600 ticks to make $400. If you're trading one. Or actually just do like 5 micros. Don't do one big contract. Don't do a mini. Alright, let's see. First of all, you might have got faked out on this one. But do you get 300? You do. See, that's why sometimes it's like, it don't even need to be the big move of the day. You just need to get your little number and go on. So at 9:30, that's before 9:30 open, so never mind. You would not have taken that. Some people do take. I have a few friends who trade before 9:30, but I don't. So if you do, you could have caught that. This is 9. Where is the 9:30 candle? Well, this is 9:30 candle. I would not enter right here. You would immediately got clapped. Maybe enter here, but like I said, if there's a big candle and we don't have enough like space, I'd wait for the fair value gap. If I see one and then get in here, on NQ. So let's see. Already at 150 ticks for this for the stop loss. 300. We're almost there. All right. For ES, same shit. Different day. It's like same shit, same day. I wouldn't get in right here. There's not a space for me. I'd probably get in here. It's not as clean as the NQ one though. Cause I don't want this immediate green candle after as we're close to the EMA. Like on NQ, the green candle is far from the EMA, almost to our TP. On ES, we're entering and the green candle is printing. I don't like that. See, it's close to our entry versus NQ. It's far from our entry. So let's just see. All right, NQ, we already out the trade. ES, boom. Both played out perfectly. Both played out perfectly. Caught that long at 9:30. Good for you. I got on at 9:40 or 50, so I caught the long after. I was on ES though. Let me load my ES chart. I don't give a fuck. Open anyway. I got on, and I was on the 1 minute and the 30-second. I'm actually trying to get good at indicators. I can stop paying for TradingView because I already have 30-second on there. So yeah, I got in somewhere here, and then I got stopped out, and then I got back in to the same trade, but just my stop loss was tight because I was on ES. Why is this the NASDAQ? Sorry, wrong chart. I'm like, why? Why is that doing that? I got in. Either way, profitable. That is not what I want to do. I got in. What is happening? Here, yeah. So off this 1 minute gap. So we came in. We did something. And then it stopped me out. Yeah, it was here. We came out. I got in somewhere in here. Stopped me out. Then I got back in this candle, and then it went my way. That's why I hate like scalping on the big contracts, because your stop loss is gonna be so tight on the 50K account at least. That's why I'm like, if I can do this on a higher time frame and leave room for it to play out, I would feel better, because it did run all the way up to liquidity on both. So someone calling me. Someone calling me. But yeah, it was a good trade today. For sure. What did Savoy Crab say? So yeah. EMA pair with a fair value gap. There was one on ES as well. It was smaller, but so if you on ES you could have gotten here. Like I said, I like my little bit of space once it was with the EMA, because I want to trade that volume. So actually, let's see what that indicator that white man was talking about on YouTube. That video was like 3 years old though, so that's why I'm like, is it even still on here? See, now I hate when there's a bunch of them like this. Like, what? I don't even know what none of these mean. Like, huh? No, his does not look like that. What is that? His was like thin, and then it would just get big. That's what I need. I need to be thin and then big. Thin and then big. You see what I'm saying? But that video was literally so old, so I don't know. Oh, wait. You gotta go down here and do it. Yeah, I want it to be thin and then big. Was it this? Ooh, what are these? No, I don't need it for real, but I just want to see. I like indicators. I don't give what nobody says. I love me some indicators. I don't care. I mean, who knows which one it was? Maybe I'll find the video. I'll find the video and show y'all, but it was just like a line, like a squiggly line that was thin when it's ranging, and then it just shoots up when it's moving up or down. Like, I need that, something simple, not crossing, not all these X's and stuff, not 3 different lines like a MACD. If it can just Let me know when we're ranging, and then the volume comes in. That would be nice, because the volume indicator sometimes don't even be looking that great either when we're doing this. Like, it looks just as much as the same as when it does this. All right, let's do another day. How are we feeling, y'all? Should I go back, stay with the ES, or go back to the NASDAQ with my new strat, my new remix of strats? Let's see. All right, ES looks better this day already. Boom, came into this fair value gap. We have a nice, where's 930? See, that's why I was like, you don't want to trade 930. But boom, I like 940, 945. We got this nice breakdown. It looks better, way more space than the one on NQ. 80 ticks. See if we can get stopped out at 40. Hopefully we barely. See if you didn't wait. I mean, you take profit was hit actually before we even pulled back. So you were done before it even came back up on ES. NQ per se, there is no fair value gap. So that, look at that, 150 is gone. That 150 is demolished. I mean, there's an order block. Technically, it's really messy though. Let's see if you got it off the. You definitely probably got it off the order block, but it's not even. That's not even a clean order block. That I feel like, if you're not, like, even me as an ICT trader, like, this doesn't even, like, I see it, but I don't see it. It's like I wouldn't be like, oh, but if there's no fair value gap, then there's an order block for me to look at. But I prefer a fair value gap. And I prefer, like, ES, like I said, like, I can get in, and even when it pulls back on me, I don't lose. Versus NQ, you need to get your entry mastered. Because if you don't, it'll pull back on you and stop you out and go your way. But with this strategy, again, since you have a 1 to 2, you can just get back in. Let's see how they play out enough where, like, say you wanted to get in down here on NQ. I just wanted to see. And then you're still stopped out. The volume in NQ is crazy. And this is 170. It's not even 150. Now, this is the entry as in the bottom of this pink candle, not this candle. It's this pink candle, green stopped you out, and they went your way. But if you got in on this candle, you're good. That makes sense, this candle. So it's a little, versus like with ES, boom, you're good here. You're good in the fair value gap. You're good. Ooh, wait, actually, ES, that green candle stopped you out here too. Pink entry bottom, next candle stops you out, goes your way. Does hurt. Hey girl, hey. So yeah, I think pairing the 9 EMA, the 9 EMA is actually nice. I think I'm gonna stick to ES. I did just switch all my charts back to NQ on NinjaTrader, but I'm going to do that. I'm gonna switch it back, I think, and we're gonna keep. I just think sometimes NQ, like I said, just like to move. And there are days that ES doesn't move at all, but from what I'm seeing, you should still be able to get your little 80 ticks. I feel like 80 ticks is a lot on ES, but from backtesting, it's looking like it's pretty doable. Let's do one more. Even though I feel like I've been on live way longer than I have. So I switched to ES from NQ as well. Exactly. NQ has been too volatile. Like, but here's the part I was struggling with. So NQ is volatile, but at least I know, like, when it comes to like micros, I can like trade 1 micro, and I know I can risk like 75 to make 150, blah blah blah. Versus with ES, I need to use like 2 or 3, but with the new top step scaling plan, you know. But NQ's been wicking people out. Me and this guy Jalen were arguing yesterday because he didn't believe me, but apparently with Top Step, the rule is if you trade on Top Step X, you could still trade like 10 micros for every mini. They're trying to push people to trade on Top Step X, but if you trade on TradingView, NinjaTrader, like I trade, the scaling plan limits you to 2 contracts if you're in drawdown, no matter if it's a mini or micro. And he was like, I'm trading more than that. And I'm like, no, I'm trading the same, like less than that. I know. So we're both right. So that's why, like, for me on ES, I need those 80 ticks. I need them. Versus on NQ, like 200 is all I really need. which is doable. Only if you don't know how to trade it. Not necessarily, because I'm getting good entries. I'm getting fair value gap entries, and NQ is just, you know. Cause I know people who have smaller. I think also with NQ, you have to go down to the 1 minute too for that reason. The wicks will wick you out. But on ES, I can get in a trade and not get wicked out. So I do have people say, oh, if you don't know how to trade it, well then, buddy. ES is a little slower too, so let's do another one. And you see how you need no daily buy, so it's just so much more simpler than ICT. Or like I can know where it's going, but then like if your entry, like I said, is just bad. I think too it's because I take 1 trade a day. It's a lot of pressure on me. If I did 2, but I just also feel like mentally, if I take more than 1 trade, I'm just gonna start doing stuff because I know myself. All right, ES is already better on this one. Let's see, 930. So that's why I'm like, do we do, like I said, 945, not 950, a little more. You need a 30 smaller time frames, other issue. Yeah, 50 point is 200 tick stop loss. That's pretty fucking big. And people act like that's too big when I say it. I like to do a 150 tick, which is like not 40 points. You like 40? I don't know. On NQ. But that's what I'm saying. Lately, you'll have a 200 tick stop loss and still get stopped out on the 1 minute. That's what we're saying. It's so volatile right now that it's not even fun. Versus like on ES, I'm chilling. When my stop losses hit, it's because the market actually is going against me, not because I got faked out and it went my way. And I'm already risking what I have to lose. That's what we're saying. Indigenous, whatever your name is. All right, so ES. Already have a good setup. Already have fair value gap here. So you could have gotten here. You can wait for the fair value gap tap. If you already gotten here, you know the fair value gap is still there. NQ, it's not that much space. It's still tapping here. And we can see if we can IFVG something up here. So let's just play this out. Let's not enter because I'm not sure. Boom. Still no entry on NQ. And you got already 3 on ES. You got 1 here. You got 1 here in the gap. And you got 1 here. But let's see if the last one. Because there's a thing about trading too. You want to get in when you're sure. And then sometimes when you're too sure, you don't get what you need. I don't use hard stops. I only ever trade NQ. Good for you. I'm thinking about not using hard stops anymore actually as well. I actually am agreeing to do that because then I have this problem. But I'm trying to just leave it at a place where I have the room to let the trade play out and I could just set and like forget and I trade on Ninja Trader, which is nice. So everything's automated, which I like. Okay. Now you have an entry on NQ. Now you have that entry on NQ. But yeah, I traded ES for a while, and then I traded NQ. I got funded with NQ, all the things. But now it's been not my fave lately. And then now, since entries are here, let's play them both out. And then we lost both. And then I don't see an entry yet for the other side. There is about to be one on NQ. Let's see if you get it. Also, when I say win rate, I do daily. I don't do per trade. So people be like, no one has a 9% win rate. I'm like, well, when I did, so like say like this, say this second trade plays out. And boom. Second trade played out, green for the day. If I have 5 green days, I'm like, my win rate is 90%. Versus if this happened to me every day, this is technically a 50% win rate. Just so y'all know. Because to me, everything in trading is mental. You have to do what's best for your mental. And what is for sure, I had a green day and the money I took home at the end of the day. So to me, it's like, I do it by the days. I can lose 5 trades in a day and then have 1 home run. And that's a what? 10% win rate. But I made money that day. To me, that's a win. So that goes into my 90% win rate or whatever. But that's just me. Again, eat me up about it. Yell at me about it. I don't give a shit. Because everyone's on their own journey, and you need to do what's best for you. If you say you have if you need to lie and say you have 100% win rate, and you don't, and you haven't won 1 trade yet, and say it. Don't let these trolls on the internet convince you, because trading is hard. If you have to say that you are better than TJR to trade good and do that, like, do it. Nothing else matters. Literally nothing else matters. This is your own journey, I tell everybody. Okay, so that's why I like this trade, this strategy. And this is easy. This is like what old school traders tell you to do. Like, just trade the 9 EMA. Just trade a breakout. Just trade a whatever the fuck. Break and retest of the EMA if you want that. I get scared because, like I said, I just know, like, especially with NQ, like, this could easily, like, come up a little bit like it's breaking and then come back down. And then it could stop you out if you have, like, an entry there. But, so I like to see the reaction off of things. And you got a nice IFUG, bounce back at the EMA, and then we pushed. So, this is what I'm going to be trading this now. I really hope it works for me. I think it will. I was trying to get on the 30-second to use minis and get like $300, but again, my stop loss had to be so tight that there were times where like you would get in, it would just like go up a little bit, stop you out, and then go your way. And I don't like that per se. I like to give my trades room to play out. So now even this, a loss and a win, this is a green day because you're risking 100 to make 200. So you lost 100 and then you made 100, so you had a $100 day. Or a $200 day on NQ, whatever. What's the strat I just got here? It's just a 9 EMA. 9 EMA break, a full break, no retest. And then you're targeting the exact amount of ticks you need to make your $200 payout on Top Step. So on ES it's 80 ticks. On NQ it's 200, but my bracket is 150, 300, and this is 80, 40, 80. I speak in ticks, not points, always, because Ninja Trader asks you to type stuff in ticks, so it's just easy math for me. But that's what, 10 points to 20 points, and then Ninja Trader, what's that? What's 150 divided by 4? I don't know. It's like 17 and a half points to 30. I don't know. You know the gist. But yeah, it's just an EMA break, and then obviously incorporate fair value gaps to just get better entries. You know, like say you want to get in down here, but you're like, we have a fair value gap we might retrace up into, wait, and then, you know, we waited. Because you got in down here, you got stopped out. This happened to me on NQ before. I've gotten really bad entries, like, not waiting for the candle close, but like, oh, because, you know, before this candle closes, this was a long pink candle like this. And then obviously just at the end, it came back up. So I've been fooled by not waiting for candle closes. Not fooled, just being impatient, and then this will happen, and then you're stopped out even though you're right, you know. So you need to know when it's gonna come back and make sure you get your entries. And usually on ES, no matter how bad your entry is, like say you didn't get it down here but you got in here, it usually is good, like you'll still be in the trade. Versus in Q though, if you get a bad entry, that is 99% of the time gonna stop you out. Like 99% of the time you're getting stopped out of your entries bad in Q. That's why I kind of like ES. It's a little more patient with your mistakes. So I keep saying let's do one more, but this shall be the final one. And this is fractal, so you can do this on any time frame. And in Ninja Trader, I have the 5-minute and the 3-minute up, just in case there's like another 5-minute fair value gap I'm seeing. And then we want to come a little further down into that. So we have 9:30, boom, and then, so we would have got in here on ES at 9:42. I like that space right at a break of structure. 80, and we're already done. We're already done for the day. In Q, we really don't even have an entry because there's a wick here. It did open up here. Oh no, my dad calling me. Let me tell him I'm on live. And then in Q, I mean, I wouldn't interrupt that. And then, like we said, now we have this red candle. So in ES, we're done. We traded, we're done. In Q, we're still waiting for an entry. And there's still not one. See how it wicked back up? There's a little space here, but I don't like it because now we're kind of ranging. You know what I'm saying? Entering on a range on NQ is deathly scary. Okay, better space. Still not as confident in it, but you know what? You know what? That's a good thing about backtesting. You really can just try it all. And a good thing about the strategy, again, like if you're wrong and it crosses beneath, you know. I just told my dad. I literally just texted him. Boom. Lost again. So, you know. And then, I mean, and there's still no entry on the sell until either here or here. It's hugging the EMA a little too tight for me. But let's see. Let's see what you get. So I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to stick to ES on this one for a little bit. I just feel like I'm just so used to NQ, but obviously used to losing lately. Versus like, it feels weird going back to ES. So now you have 2 losses, which is the first one we had, which sucks. But, you know, it is what it is. Bull flag would have called it. I don't trade bull flags, but if you're a bull flag trader, let's go. What time frame do you trade? I like the 3 minute. 3 minute or the 1, but I prefer not the 1, but on NQ sometimes you have to go down to the 1. But I like the 3. The 3, 30 seconds sometimes. But really the 3. The 3 minute is my baby. This is a new strat. It's my new strat. Y'all know I trade ICT. So this is my new strat. The EMA, 9 EMA is not new strat though. It's an old strat. But I think for me, yes. I might be switching to the 9 EMA only. Keeping it simple. I can keep my stop loss the same. Catch what I need and move on. So that's where we're at. 5 minute for a candle lineup, 10-second chart for entry. Go ahead, Jess. Yeah, I do like a 30-minute. I would get on my Ninja Trader, but my password, I just fucking showed it. So I gotta crop that out. Yeah, I keep showing my password. I've changed it like 17 times because I don't know how you can do live. But, you know, it is what it is. I like a 30-second chart or 5-minute chart, but I'm going to get off, and my dad's calling me probably to go hang out with him before he goes to bed. So, yes, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll probably go live again tomorrow. Oh, no, I didn't show it on YouTube. I don't have to crop it out because I have window capture, so it only captures my window. Y'all saw it on TikTok, and TikTok doesn't save lives, thank God. Okay, we're good on YouTube. We're good on YouTube. I was scared.